Hello YouTube, it's another review, this time an offering chambered in 357 Magnum. I'm having to hand hold my camera, which doubles as my smartphone, so that you can get the rifle all in, and a little close-up, if you will. Nice color case hardening on the receiver. I'll be able to hold the bird's head gripped 1873 single action Cattleman up to the camera. Different ammo offerings available, and let's get into it. If I can put the camera down without too much jiggle. As I said, excuse me. All right, let's get to it. We just completed one on a 44 Magnum, and this is a follow-up with something offered in 357. As I said in my earlier video with the 44 Magnum, I have this addiction. My wife does not enjoy it. I do. I say it's better than playing golf. Kind of like the idea of having both a rifle and a handgun chambered in the same caliber. Adds to my enjoyment when I'm out on the range. I'm not carrying this like I'm going to war, or I'm in the back country where I need to worry about lightening my load and only carrying one cartridge. That said, it is enjoyable to have them in available in the same caliber. So let's go ahead and talk about these. This is quite a deal here. You have to excuse the wax paper. What I was doing was breaking in the holster, and seems to have done a nice job. Those of you thinking of looking at ways, various ways to break in a leather holster, just wrapping your gun in some wax paper and then shoving it in the holster for a few days. Now, this is a cross-draw holster. I'm not going to stand up and show you my gut. This is a cross-draw holster for this particular firearm. It is a single action. It is not loaded. Of course, you bring the hammer all the way back before you lower it. Case hardened frame. 3.5-inch barrel, nice walnut grip, bird's head. I just love the look of that. And actually, with a 357, when you get that recoil going, it's actually very comfortable to shoot. This one is made by Uberti. As I said, it's the 1873 model single action Cattleman, and weighs about 2 pounds, and is chambered for either the 38 Special, which I have here, or the 357 Magnum. The nice thing about this is you can get some heavy 180 grain 357 Magnum loads. This is from Grizzly. You can get some fancy for the lever action in particular. Not lever, it's a pump action. I'll get to that in a minute, excuse me. You can get some Hornady and 140 grain with their flex tip. This is Lever Revolution because it's going to be in a tubular magazine, and you don't want your, if this was a hard-tipped bullet, you don't want it potentially striking the primer and setting off a round in your tube. That would not be a good thing. Cross-draw holster. Enjoy having it right on my hip there. It's just a personal preference, but a lot of fun to shoot. Both 38 Special and 357 Magnum. This baby, it's rather long. It's made by Taurus. It's what they call the Thunderbolt, and it is a pump action style rifle, based loosely on the, not loosely, fairly close replica of the Colt Lightning, which was made back in the late 1800s, around the turn of the century. I believe they stopped making the Colt Lightning in like 1904. Don't quote me on that. Don't look it up and post a nasty comment either, but it's somewhere around there. You get the idea. nice hardwood stock and fore end. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a nice crescent butt plate with the metal butt plate. And it's currently, though, Taurus has gone to only offering this in a 45 Colt. They no longer, this is in 357 Magnum, and they no longer make it or offer it in the 357 Magnum. It's a very long barrel. Let me look at my dimensions here. It's a 26-inch barrel, 43 inches overall length. Not a short gun by any means. I put a ghost ring sight, and now, with my eyesight, it gives me a very good sight picture, fairly accurate out to 100 yards. And anything else? Oh, Uberti, which makes my 1873 clone, cold action clone, is Uberti also makes a lightning rifle. They offered in both a 24-inch barrel length and a 20-inch barrel length, which obviously money were no object whatsoever. I had gotten the Uberti in the 20-inch barrel length. I like the shorter carbine length. However, it's 2 to 3 times as expensive as the Taurus. I've had no issues with the Taurus. You can even jam fire. I'm not even sure if that's the correct term, but if you depress the trigger when you have a loaded round, and then continually, while having the trigger depressed, could pump that and fire off all your rounds without having to pull the trigger again. Sort of like a semi-automatic, if you will, with the pump action. Don't know much what else to tell you about these things. They're, again, a lot of fun to carry them both at the same time at the range, hitting the metal plates, the plate racks, and then transitioning to the handgun when you run your rifle dry. I'll try to get out there and show you a video on that as well. Thanks for watching.